In that case, allow me to formally welcome the Fatui to our cause. We now face a common enemy. It's time to put our differences behind us and look to the future. As for Auroron, his actions may have been out of line, but I don't intend to punish him right now. I'd rather give him a chance to prove himself.
A magnanimous decision.
Magnanimous, such a nice word.
With two of you chatting like this, Paimon almost feels like she's dreaming.
That is such a power duo. Like the Pyro Archon and the first of the Fatui Harbingers. I feel like we're gonna have the same storyline, like Arlecchino helping out Fontaine and then claiming the Gnosis as a gift.
This may be an unexpected outcome, but a favorable one nonetheless. Now that we're all here, I have some questions of my own. Tell me, how did you discover the source mechanism?
We weren't getting any closer to obtaining the Gnosis, so I had my men scour Natlan for a different option. Auroron helped as well. We tracked down 3 scholars, Aberawa, Bosamtwe, and Kushtal, and combined the results of their research to locate this ancient device.
I won't be able to pronounce.
I've never heard those names before. Seems like my own investigation failed to locate some critical personnel. I'm just not sure how I missed them.
Strange. Perhaps they simply live in seclusion. In any case, their results speak for themselves.
That's true.
Even the Archon does not know it. That's concerning. What if I don't even want to make any assumptions?
And if all else fails, we still have this plan as a last resort, even though executing it will come at a heavy cost.
But that means making everyone forget their past. We should definitely try to avoid it if we can. Oh, actually, speaking of the Gnosis, how did you know what it could do?
That story begins with the Cataclysm 500 years ago.
Let's go.
I failed to save Conria from the rampage of the Abyss. When the situation became unsalvageable, I fled to Natlan with the remainder of my platoon, only to find that Natlan had fallen victim to the same tragedy. I defended this land for quite some time, and, in the process, met the chief of the Masters of the Nightwind, Aizu. I'm sure many people viewed Conria as the cause of the tragedy, but Aizu was kind to me all the same, and even helped me in my time of need. From that moment, I made it my mission to aid Natlan. In battle, a warrior fights to win. Even though my homeland was lost, I was already committed to this fight.
That is
Together,
very nice of him.
Aizu and I fought many battles and overcame countless hardships. However, he was unable to escape his fate, and, in his final moments, told me the secret of the Gnosis.
So it was him. He recommended using the Gnosis on several occasions, even before the tragedy. But I turned him down each time.
How did Aizu know?
You knew him, and you fought for Natlan all those years ago. Why don't I recognize you?
Because of the mask?
It must be the mask.
Even without the mask, my past appearance is long gone. Even with the curse of immortality, the flesh still rots.
Oh, he has the same problem as Dainsleif. Makes sense. So he's like a Carnage citizen.
Wait, do you know someone named Dainsleif? That problem doesn't seem quite so extreme for him.
I feel like he does know Dainsleif. He should know, because Dainsleif was the
You've
Twilight
met
Zone.
him already?
Yeah, a bunch of times. Sounds like you know him too.
During the age of Conria, all I knew was his name. The last time I saw him in person, he was traveling with the prince.
And the prince is the sibling of
He
the dragon.
carries a degree of pain and hatred that far surpasses my own.
Back then, you said you didn't want to fight me. Was it because of my
Yes, you're the sister of the prince. Given the role I held in Conria, I would prefer not to harm you.
What was the role you held
Although,
in Conria?
this is likely a self-imposed burden. If the prince saw me now, I doubt he would even recognize me. As for your question, I don't know how Dane managed to slow the deterioration of his body. My appearance is much changed, and that's not the only thing. Even my physical strength is a shadow of what it once was.
You're telling me the first of the Fatui Harbingers, the probably strongest Fatui Harbinger, like after Piero, who does not even count, who can counter the Pyro Archon, the god of war herself, says that his physical strength is the shadow of what it once was. That's a scary thought.
I would have never known. During our battle, it felt like I was fighting against the pinnacle of human strength.
And I still lost. I deserve no praise for that outcome. Still, it's a shame we never faced off 500 years ago. We could have seen what I was truly capable of.
Okay,
I
bro,
agree.
we get it.
Had we fought then, I'd also have been more motivated to go all out.
So, all that commotion back at the stadium, and you're saying neither of you were using your full strength?
Again, a scary thought. A scary conclusion, actually.
I'd say we're evenly matched. If we face off again, victory will come down to who wants it more.
I imagine you held back since there were spectators around that could have gotten hurt. But capitalizing on that situation would have only led to a hollow victory. It would have been no different than taking hostages. My goal was the Gnosis, and I failed to obtain it. That means I lost. Plain and simple.
Respectable. Honestly, very respectable.
Her Majesty the Tsaritsa allows every Harbinger the freedom to pursue the meaning of their existence. When the time comes, that freedom can take precedence over her orders.
Oh,
That's why our methods can be so radically different, despite sharing the same goal and the same sovereign. I needed the Gnosis because I came here to save Natlan. That was my primary motive. Once Natlan is saved, if the Gnosis still remained in my possession, I could bring it back to Snezhnaya.
I just remembered, you remember that one event where Mika was introduced and he said that Varka was also in that land? Where is Varka? It's been a long time.
My decision regarding the Gnosis will not change. So let's focus on the Abyss for now.
Right. What happens when all 6 heroes are together?
We will unleash a great power that can be used to thwart the Abyss. But only once.
Only one.
It's a power that Xbalanque gained from Renova. Renova is a god whose existence predates any Archon. You can think of her like an emissary of the heavenly principles. She controls the power of death.
Oh, she's the shade of death.
Is that why you have the Ode of Resurrection?
Yes, Renova also orchestrated Natlan's rules. As for the Divine Throne, like I said before, when a human ascends to the Divine Throne, their inner flame will awaken. The size of the flame depends on the person's potential. The same principle applies to the ruler of Death's power, with one notable distinction. The amount of power inherited will not change depending on your ability to tolerate it. In other words, it's a kind of power that not everyone can withstand. But if you survive the trial, you will gain unprecedented strength and the ability to harness powers more formidable than any Archon.
That still sounds really risky.
We cannot walk this path without accepting risk. Mualani charged into the Night Kingdom despite the abyssal contamination. Auroron fought back from the brink of death. In the face of their bravery, I must respond in kind. That is my duty.
Spoken like a true leader.
All right, that's enough for one day. You should head back and get some rest. I'm sure you're exhausted. The Abyss will likely sense the change in Auroron. It's possible the frequency of the attacks will increase. There are many challenges to come, so we need to be prepared.
That hurts.
What happened?
The monsters keep increasing in number. It's like something changed.
It's definitely unusual, and we should all be careful. If there's one thing the Abyss fears, it's strength. If they think we're easy prey, they've got another thing coming. Oh, someone's calling us.
Something wrong, Traveler?
The feeling of dread is getting stronger. Do we really have to wait for the final hero to appear? That is a good question. I don't know. I I sure hope nothing bad happens while we are asleep. Again?
Auroron?
Granny?
Oh god, again.
What's wrong, Granny? It looks like you have something to say.
Really, bro?
You know exactly what you did. You need some sense knocked into you, that's what I think.
I'm sorry.
Now that you have nowhere to run, that's when you apologize? You couldn't wait
this
to run
is
off
Lally
last
knows he
time,
got an
and the
ancient
time
name.
before that.
Pretty sure I apologized those times too.
What exactly
talking
were you
back.
thinking? Being a wanted criminal is one thing, but then you also tried to pull off that whole thing in the ancient ruin. I'm not the one who needs an apology.
Okay. I'm sorry. I don't have anything to say for myself, Granny. Yell at me all you want. I know I messed up.
I feel like either he is just doing this to mess with her, or he genuinely has no idea.
You better be sincere.
Hello.
Yes. Looking after these little rascals is rather exhausting.
Taking care of the traveler isn't easy either. Paimon's life is an uphill battle.
What?
Traveler, Paimon, I want to thank you for your help back at the ruin.
Don't do anything ever
I
like that
won't.
again. That night, see, I told you, we can never
You
get a
ready?
proper rest. Ready for what?
Yep.
Oh, duh.
Let's go meet the Lord of the Night.
Oh, good God, okay.
But that debt has not been repaid. And with an ancient name, we can at least guarantee her safety.
Even though that guarantee will come at the cost of your own life?
What?
Yes.
So, it's true. Forging an ancient name consumes the life of the craftsman.
What?
Forging an ancient name is an act of creation. It involves taking disparate concepts throughout the Night Kingdom and condensing them into a heroic epic.
That's insane. Why would you
But-
think up that?
It takes time for the new concept to be integrated into that realm. That means your mind is set.
I want to know how many ancient names Shilin has previously crafted and how many years does she have to live? Like, your life is not that expandable, buddy. Why aren't you trying to preserve
Yes,
it?
because I believe forging this name will be well worth it. We don't know how long we'll be able to hold back the abyss or what the final price of averting this disaster will be. If giving up my life means that all the people of Natlan can have a future, then the sacrifice is practically negligible. Even when I'm staring death in the face, I don't think I'll regret this decision. I bear the name Baraka. This is a part of my duty.
Using this power on the Pyro Archon has always been seen as a taboo.
And you did it anyway? What did you see?
Death.
Oh no, Malvika dies?
A key part of Malwika's plan is using the 6 heroes to release the power Xbalanque obtained from the ruler of death. Considering its origins, the price of using that power is death.
Oh god, this
You're saying
so bad.
Malwika is going to die in this war against the Abyss?
Yes.
How is everyone dying? Why
I
is everyone
can't
dying?
just ignore what I saw. That's why I need the Traveler's power. I need the power of a Descender.
So you know that the travelers.
Don't forget, Sitlali. Even if it may seem like someone is fated to die, the nature of death and fate are different. How many years of life are enough? 10? 100? 1,000? 10,000? The Night Kingdom will disappear. The humans will continue to fight against the Abyss, and in the end, all will cease to exist. When you consider all of that, extending my life is meaningless.
Oh, she is like nihility.
That's what makes us different. Even if our end
not
comes
no
tomorrow,
intention.
humanity will still do whatever it takes to survive today.
Exactly.
Times like these always fill me with admiration and reinforce my commitment to the mandate I shoulder. My creator was right in esteeming you as special above others. Here. This is the traveler will also become a hero forever recorded in the memory of Natlan.
Thank you. We're sorry to ask this of you when your strength is already all but spent.
Really. Thank you so much.
Your thanks are unnecessary. This is the least that an angel can do. Time for you to leave. It's getting dark.
That was sad, but also very lore heavy. The amount of lore we're
I can't sleep with all the noise outside. Oh, forget it. Let's go check it out.
The amount of lore that we have been given in Natlan only rivals of all the 4 nations that we have had. Sorry, 5 nations that we have had previously. Like, that's insane. That's a huge amount of lore. Hello there.
Shilon and Sitlali, is there a reason you're up so early?
We went to see the Lord of the Night, and she gave us this. Like I said before, I couldn't forge your ancient name because there was no record of you in the Night Kingdom. But with this, we can finally record your deeds.